So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
And take 1088. Hi, and welcome back to the LaTangela Show podcast. It does my heart well to have this time together where we can unplug, unwind, and tap in. And when I say tap in, just to some random research, did you know news briefs and trying to see who's making headline news and why. We're even going to dive deep today with the Taste of Tange. We're going to take a scavenger hunt through our fridge to see what's in there, what it is that might have a powerful punch that we overlook every single day, but not after today. We're going to make it top of mind. Now, also in the hot seat on the 10 line, we're going to chop it up with none other than Brett Duggan. He is a hoot around the laughs, and that's a good thing because the Baton Rouge Improv Comedy Fest is in full effect, and he is the mastermind along with his team that is going to bring all of the laughter to us. Not only are they doing the festival, but they have workshops and seminars and maybe even some sessions because, you know, writing jokes might be your thing. Couple of sketches here and there might be your thing. Well, I've got questions that need answers, and he's going to be in the hot seat and on the 10 line. Now, when we start talking about laughter being good for the soul, it's really good for the soul, but it's also great for your health. If you don't do a lot of laughing every day, you might want to start giggling now. You see, I was giving you a cue to start. Oh, okay, either or. Not only does a chuckle release tension, it also keeps you healthy. Did you know that? People who laugh 10 to 25 times daily, they face fewer diseases than those who laugh less than that. I love it. That's coming in from the International Journal of Medical Sciences. So no, I didn't just make that up. It's real. It's really real. Oh, wow. Now here's something that's top of mind that we may not think about. We use those headphones every single day, whether they're your earbuds or the ones with the wires. And sometimes, you know, you got friends saying, hey, have you heard the song? Check it out. Not now, not now. Those dirty headphones might be a dead ringer. This is going to make us clean out our headphones today. Wearing headphones for just an hour increases the bacteria in your ears by 700 times. Did you know that? I did not give it that much thought, but once I read it, I couldn't unread it. And I was like, okay, well, that's always good to know. Okay, traveling. Sometimes it can get really hectic. You're in a rush and they have all of these things that's going on. Well, when it comes down to TSA, you know, we have a lot of things that they're doing. So TSA fungus is really a thing and it's making headline news. And I just want to make this top of mind just for you. Even though they make you take off your shoes, don't rush to go through the TSA metal detector because going through it barefoot is causing you more harm than getting you there on time. Walking through the airport metal detector barefoot poses a number of risks. Besides picking up athlete's foot and nail fungus, you can also get plantar warts, and nobody wants that. If you do tiptoe through the TSA barefoot, try using alcohol wipes to swab down your soles before putting your shoes back on. Now, a lot of people may not give it a lot of thought, but I wanted to put that top of mind for you today, my frequent traveler. Oh, man, 'tis the season. IRS, they've been doing a lot of these scam calls, not the IRS, but people on behalf of the IRS. Well, now they're taking it next level. Celebrity scams. Have you been a part of this? Because I got a couple of DMs and I was like, you know what? If Taylor Swift is out here asking me for $5 on gas, she need to just delete the account and go somewhere. If you get a message from one of your favorite celebrities saying, hey, look, this is from my private account. I really want to talk to you, but you know, my phone bill is due. And if I don't get this $200 to pay it, I won't be able to chime in. Just calls that a red flag and turn it off ASAP. I don't know. Got to be more careful. Well, coming up, we're going to give you the inside scoop as of what it is inside of our fridge that might have a powerful punch with the taste of Tange. So keep it locked. Hey, and welcome back to the LaTangela Show podcast. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I always enjoy going through a lot of the random research and going through some of the news briefs that I picked up, and some of them just find their way to my desk throughout the week, and I'm like, wow. Well, something special for the parents, because I already know these kids are out here doing the extreme most. Their calendar is busier than yours, and even the infants and the toddlers, they got a lot going on. Well, right now, there's a survey that was conducted by Elmer's. A new survey has found that the average parent has to come up with 4 new activities every single day in order to keep their children entertained. Is this true? Now, the poll found 4 in 10 parents always or often struggle to find ideas to keep their kids occupied. Now, when you say occupied, that means quiet, entertained, probably just not in front of the iPad. So let's just say that. So take that one away, and then we'll figure the rest out. Now, the pressure is on because the average child gets bored by what they're doing in just 33 minutes. I guess that's what they mean when they say you have the attention span of a gnat. 33 minutes and I'm on to the next. I don't think we outgrow it, because I get about 33 minutes in, I'll be like, okay, what's up? What about losing weight? Everybody's talking about it, not as much these days because the New Year's resolution, new year, new me. Are we still on that kick? Did we really stick it out with that kick? Okay, either or. If you want to lose weight, there's a survey from the Comfort Crisis that says we might want to start rucking. Now, what is rucking? I'm glad you asked. Rucking involves weighted walking, tossing some books in a backpack whenever you go for a walk. They says that burns around 3 times more calories than a regular walk. Y'all gonna have to start me slow and say, let's just go for a walk up the block. Before we start wrecking, let's agree to go walking. And I'm here with that. I'm here for it. If you need a dose of happiness, maybe you just need to go play in the dirt. When was the last time you just went outside to play in the dirt? Well, according to Thirst for Women, digging in the dirt tends to make us happy. So grabbing our gardening tools can help us feel calmer and a lot cheerier. Scientists say that regular exposure to dirt, it improves our mood faster and more effectively than prescription antidepressants. Did you know that? Now you know. The reason is because soil is packed with probiotic bacteria, and research shows that inhaling these health boosters from the dirt, it can really activate brain cells that are typically just sleeping and waiting to be stimulated. So maybe I should take on getting a green thumb. My grandmother was amazing at that. However, you hand me a cactus and I'll do my best to keep it alive. I don't know. Speaking of, America runs on pills. I've been seeing a lot of studies come across with that, and this one is coming in from a consumer's insight that more than half of the adults in this country are regularly taking prescribed drugs. Out of 2,000 people surveyed, more than a third were taking prescribed medicine every single day. And 1 in the 5 of the 2,000 that they surveyed said that they were taking prescribed medicines several times a day. Well, studies like that always make me dig a little deeper, see what are some of the power foods, some of the things that I may be able to implement daily or every other day or just get more of. Well, today, the Taste of Tange is being brought to you by our friend, the lemon. Did you know that lemons support heart health? Lemons also are stated to help control weight. When it comes down to lemons, they also say that they prevent kidney stones, improve the digestive health system, and so much more. So when life gives you lemons, enjoy them because they're really healthy for you. And I'm okay with that. Also, in taking a lot of fiber, studies have shown that fiber will make you a lot happier, probably because it's going to let you let it go. You know what I mean? Now, you might want to start eating more bran. People who frequently eat high fiber foods have a more positive outlook on life, and they are less likely to have symptoms of depression than people who eat less fiber. Researchers are still working to determine the cause of the link, but it is indeed a link. So between lemons and some extra brand, I think we're going to just find a way to cleanse and be happy. And if we want to keep the happiness going, we're going to check in with none other than Brett Duggan. It's going down in a major way. The comedy festival is right around the corner. I've been practicing my knock-knock jokes, and you can't afford to miss it. So be sure to keep it locked right when you have it. And I need you to do me one solid. If you haven't subscribed as of yet, the LaTangela Show podcast, you can find it on all digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, WAFB+, and of course, you can always find my links posted at latangela.com. Need that microphone. That one belongs to you. Hello.
Radio voice.
Is that what you did? Let me hear that.
Hi there.
Hi. Now, is this Duggan? How do you want to do that? Because, you know, sometimes when people get super fancy and extra artistic, it becomes Duggan. And I'm like,
how that's the way the Cajuns pronounce it?
Yeah,
like
Duggan.
It's Duggan.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you originally from here? Okay, so where's home?
Boston, Massachusetts.
You're a long ways from home. How did you get here?
About as far as all circumvented the country, everywhere.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad that you decided to land here and make this home because you're bringing some great laughter to the city. You're bringing some kicks and thrills to the city, and you belong to us now. So there's that.
Yeah.
Well, today in the hot seat on the Tan Line, we have none other than Brett Duggan. And the crowd goes wild every time he shows up to show out. You know, the BR Improv Comedy Fest is making its way to the capital city.
Yes.
And let me tell you, when I saw this one come across our desk, the entire team over at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorney said, yo, this is going to be the one. So we teamed up to just bring some laughter, probably some comedy relief. And we have so many comedians that's running around that office. You just got to know who to catch at what time and who's telling a joke and when they're serious or not. Because believe it or not, G is really a comedian. He'll tell you all the other things that he's working on and that he's great at, but he'll never admit that he is an amazing comedian. We might have to put him on stage for BR Improv Comedy Fest.
We'll see about that.
We'll see if we can get it done. And you know, as the artistic director for BR Improv Comedy Fest, tell me a little bit about what goes on with the creativity on a day-to-day basis.
Well, it's a 5-day festival. We've got shows every single night from Wednesday to Sunday, starting on the 24th. Stand-up comedy shows. Our opening night, our headliner is T. Ray Bergeron, who's a big local favorite.
Yeah.
We've got great comedians coming in from Houston on Thursday. Friday night, for those of you going way back can remember Kevin McDonald from Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
He's going to be performing his stand-up, and then he's going to be doing some improv with a local group.
Now, time out. People may hear the word improv all the time, right? So when you say improv, and I don't want them getting there feeling like a fish out of water, like, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about, and they have absolutely no clue. So walk us through this. This is our first time at an improv event. What does that look like? Like, take me through the improv.
All right. So what it looks like, the quickest way to think about it is think about Saturday Night Live, or In Living Color, or Mad TV. That's what it ends up looking like. But those shows are written. They write them out and they practice them. These are scenes and sketches. So it's like sketch comedy that are spontaneously created with groups of people. So it's not stand-up. It's not someone improvising with the crowd where they're like, hey, where do you work? Oh, blah, blah, blah. This is groups of people making scenes up spontaneously in front of the audience. And
coming up with a collective piece that's going to be so cohesive to where it's just seamless.
Yeah. And then you're watching going, how did they not write this before? This is amazing. This is hilarious. This is happening right in front of my eyes.
Now, how did you know you wanted to get into this whole comedic lane? So many people, you know what I mean? And I'm asking because, you know, sometimes it finds you, you don't find it. Yeah. But how do you stay dedicated to it? Because I'm usually the butt of my own jokes.
Yeah.
And then I'm realizing that I don't want to laugh at it because chances are I cried about it already. So how do you decide to stay dedicated to this, Brett?
Well, because one, I just love making people laugh. Even, you know, I don't want to get too serious because it's about comedy, but I was on my way to a show a long time ago and I was thinking, God, this is so much work. This is a long drive.
Yeah.
And my buddy was driving and I closed my eyes for a moment. I kind of had this like inspiration that hit me. I realized people are leaving their homes, paying money, getting babysitters, going to driving through traffic, sitting down because there's not enough laughter in their homes or at work or what they're doing. So they're going out, and that's what I'm delivering to them.
That's wild that you even put it in perspective like that, because that's so true.
Yeah. And so it's a service. To me, it's a higher calling.
Yeah.
Now, how I got started is sadder.
I have time. Go ahead. Fill me in. I'm listening. No, I'm here for a good sad story I can laugh at.
I was terrible in school. Dyslexic. I could barely read till I was in like the 7th grade.
Yeah.
Just struggling. So in order to get by, I made jokes.
Right.
Right. And then I learned to listen with really well because I couldn't write or read until later on. So
now, how were you able to master that for so long? Is it because you learned how to turn that level of pain, even as a child? We may not categorize it as pain, but that's technically what it was.
You learn to use your skills that you have. For example, this is probably way off track, but I remember being in a class and I could not. We were supposed to read these books. You know how everybody, read a chapter, do Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm still on the first 3 pages. We're way into the book. But all the smarty pantses in the class raise their hand and just talk. This is what happened. And I got so good at listening that I could participate in the conversation about the chapter that I did not read based on what other students had said about it.
Yeah.
And then when I had to write the paper contrasting the 2 books that I never read, I just talked to a friend of mine who typed it up. And yeah, so that was, it's like you've got to rely on the skills. I had listening skills and talking skills.
But there's also something that you possess even in this moment is a level of transparency, because people may not be able to say that and be okay with saying it.
Yeah.
And then we begin to mask it. And I don't want to get grim, but here we are. Dear life, 2020 taught us all how to sit still and deal with issues, whatever that looked like. If we're not laughing enough, if we're laughing too much at the wrong things, if we're depressed, if we are, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, and that's when the festival started in the middle of the pandemic.
Yet again, it is birthed out of pain.
Right. We're starting this festival, the pandemic hits, the whole thing's got to go online. And we did shows at the library with practically no audience and cameras and everything. So, and it's built over the last 4 years.
Yes, it has.
To now that it's this 5-day festival, people coming in from all over the world, all over the country. It's going to be fantastic.
So my mom, she gave me this joke and I'm going to have to use it for you, right? Listen, you better laugh at this joke because it's my mama. And I don't make my mama sad.
Wait, let me get a laugh. Okay, I'm ready.
I've been practicing this for quite some time now. I'm only going to bring it out for the heavy hitters. So Brett, here we go. What did the rug say to the floor?
I don't know. What did the rug say to the floor?
Don't move. I've got you covered. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Yeah, she got it out of Cracker Jack class like in 76 or something, and here we are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and she will tell it to you, but she's laughing hysterically while she's telling the same joke. And I'm like, Mama, don't do that. Please, don't, no.
Okay, so that's a good joke.
Okay.
I may have heard it before, but that's a good joke. My 5-year-old, I think, is like a comedian savant. He writes jokes, super weird 5-year-old jokes. Here, this is one. It's a little bit visual, so the audience has to picture. He's got a stethoscope on in his ears, like what a doctor uses to listen to your heart. And he goes up to his little baby sister, and he puts it on her heart, and he goes bump 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 meow bump 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 bump. And then he looks at you like, there's something wrong.
Yeah, wait a minute. You know what? It's honest.
That's super weird.
And they get it from the daddy.
And you laugh though.
I did. Because that is something that the child cannot escape.
That's so funny. I can do it again. It's still funny.
Yeah.
Bump bump
It's the meow. Like, I have questions that need answers. Why the meow? Like, I need to talk to the 5-year-old at this point. Sir, blink once for yes, twice for no.
He says, Dad, what are you doing tonight? I said, I'm going to go make people laugh. He goes, oh, better make them all laugh.
Yeah, listen, because the ones that don't might throw tomatoes.
Yeah. He's funny.
I know it. I love it. And to see that the kids are living in a home where it's intentional to make sure that laughter is there, that it's present, and that it's okay not to take life so seriously.
Yeah, I got to thank my parents for that.
Yeah. As soon as we leave out of the house, life is out here life.
Whew. Yeah. You know what they say, if you can't laugh about it, you're going to cry about it. So.
And I'm going to do both.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with either, I think. Nothing wrong with
I know it. I'm the queen of random research. And I was looking for this one. News that you can use, probably. So, happy people. Yes. We love happy people. We love making people happy. Now, how happy are you? Researchers have found that happy people tend to like themselves. They feel as if they have control over their lives, and they're optimistic, they're extroverted. And the scientists also say that happy people have more friends and closer relationships. Married people are also happier as a rule than divorced, separated, or otherwise single people. Single, yeah. Don't laugh at that. That's a part of my struggle. I don't appreciate you laughing at my struggle right now. You laugh. You laugh. And happy people enjoy their work. I was enjoying my time at work until you just laughed at my pain.
No.
Like, I don't even understand what's going on right now. I thought we were getting along, right?
I laugh because I understand it.
Yeah, I know. Womp womp. And we want everybody to come out. If it's a date night, if it's going to be a girls' night, if it's going to be just something that you want to get out and try something new, because maybe you want to try improv.
Yeah. We have workshops over the weekend. Check out the website. There's one workshop that I'm teaching. It's really for the community on Saturday morning. It's pay whatever you want. Okay. That means we can open it up to whatever you want to pay $1. You want to pay $100. Either one. You can pay whatever you want. I like it. Come in. It's short. You get an introduction to improv and find out what it's all about. There's also other workshops and shows Wednesday through Sunday. Don't miss the women's comedy show Saturday night. That's going to be fantastic. And local improv groups on Sunday. It's going to be a fantastic week.
Absolutely. Be sure to log on. They have the day passes. They have the week passes. They got passes for everybody. Be sure to log on to BatonRougeImprovFest.com. That's BatonRougeImprovFest.com. I'm looking forward to being there. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing more about the things you have going on. And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. So whenever you have anything going on, you see how people have been avoiding the glass right now? That's because you walk past the glass, I shall harass. You saw a sample of that today. It was like, oh, what does she want? Keep going. Yeah, come here. So yeah, I want you to come back and let's do this more often, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anytime. I'm gonna have to get my knock jokes together and see if my mom can find me some more Cracker Jack box. See that you gonna laughing at my mom again. Brett, I don't know how I feel about you laughing at my mama. I love her. You keep it locked right when you have it. Be sure to log on to LaTangela.com. You are great.